Hi, I'm Pi. I would like to share with you today my monthly planning process. Today is the 29th of May, it's a Sunday, and next week is going to be June. So I usually find this last weekend of the month a good time to start planning. My steps for planning consist of five steps, and they're quite big. So I first reflect on the month that was, and then I assess my quarterly goal progress vis-a-vis what happened in the month. I can share my quarterly goal planning in hopefully another video. On the third, for the third step, I write down all that I want to do this coming month, goals based on the previous assessment and reflection, appointments and tasks. And then I group and break down all the above in manageable chunks, which I, on the fifth step, assign in weekly targets. If possible, I plot these weekly targets on the calendar along with the appointments and other things I want to keep in mind in the calendar. So hopefully it won't take too long before we get to the fifth part where I show you some stickers to lay out, um, and which you might find interesting. And like these ones. So we'll see how that goes. Um, so off we go. I've started already reflecting on the month, and I'll continue and proceed to assessing my quarterly goal. I usually do this in the first insert about the year, and it just really is a random brain dump assessment of everything that has been about the month. Okay, so after all the reflection and assessing my quarterly goals, I wrote down everything I wanted to do for the month and grouped them into like finances, and then here are the things I want to create, and for work, these are what I wanted to create or to produce in terms of results. So I think after I've grouped them down, I'm gonna assign a week to each of them and see where it goes. So what I like about using the friction pen for these kinds of things is that I still get to move them around without aesthetically bothering them, unlike if I use a ink like this. And yeah, and you can also see that here you have a dwindling amount, which I think is fine. Like it really, in terms of the total number of tasks I do per month, it could be compressed into, let's say, 2 weeks, even though there are heavier tasks ahead. And the point is that I would still be able to move some stuff around if it happens to be more busy than expected. But ideally, this is the working list of tasks that I want to accomplish at the end of the month, and I divide them per week. Now we go to assigning weekly targets on per week, which I've already done, and then we go to plotting on the calendar. And in plotting the calendar, I have this, as I mentioned, this sticker system that I have, and not really quite, just looking at this, as you can see, I didn't really get to do most of the stuff, but I'm still quite okay with the content that I have. Here I will move my checklist of monthly things that I do, which are more chores, such as laundry, changing sheets, reckoning the bills and budget, and then the end would be monthly review and planning. And then I also do family planning with my partner. And I put this here just to remind myself that I would also need to schedule that in the month. For this bit, I use some very loose sheets that I printed myself. And then I have other sheets, little stickers like this for my German lessons. And what else do I have? I also have some cards for laundry and for math because I attend math. Then these are the monthly cards I have that are called monthly, weekly, quarterly review. The quarterly review sticker, these are monthly review stickers and weekly review stickers. So I'll place them where they are. For example, math is always on a Sunday. And here I have a special note because I usually attend mass at 9:30, but this week's mass is at 9:30 at 9 o'clock. So I will put 9 a.m. just to make sure I remember. So I would have mass here. I'll put mass here as well, and mass here as well. Now sometimes I would also put one here. It depends if the week is really more falling into the previous months rather than the next. But yeah, this time I won't. Don't ask me why. And then I take German classes every Monday to Thursday, as you can see here. It's gonna be a lot of this, so hold on tight. But what I really like about these is that they kind of fit just enough for the traveler's notebook monthly insert square, a little with some millimeter of a fraction of a millimeter of some borders there. Then yeah, so it's not the tidiest thing in the world, but that's definitely how I plan my month. And as you can see, it usually gets moved around and there'll be other stuff. Example, this one and this one. This one is this one is not so good. This one almost happened, maybe not. Yeah. That is how I plan my month. Alright, see you next time.